To all my viewers and followers, thank you for finding time on your calendar and watching my videos. I am humbled and grateful. Joyful Arts and Living. Welcome back to my other video. For those of you tuning in unexpectedly, this channel is for any individual who simply needs to spend an incredible remainder of time eating clean, remain fit, chuckling, see and read the world with a feeling of opportunity and generosity. In this video on wellness, I want to talk to you on stress and 5 simple approaches to cope with it. I don't know about you, but I had become progressively stressful in the course of recent years by shuffling my roles as an individual being, daughter, spouse, mother, and employee. Now, every role comes in with a lot of delight and stress that cannot be avoided. Most of the times we try to be a perfectionist in each role, but unfortunately it takes a toll on our well-being. Care needs to be taken to ensure it does not negatively impact our prosperity. If you have been worried for a brief time frame, then you may begin to see a portion of these actual signs like headache, fatigue, insomnia, poor concentration, digestive problems, irritability, or mood swings. And if your stress turns out to be a long haul, then it can prompt more various genuine medical issues like heart disease, high blood pressure, fertility problems, skin disorders, and many more. Proactive measures are superior to reactive ways to dealing with managing pressure. So today's video is dedicated to 5 simple ways to cope up with stress, because if you do not learn to deal with it gracefully, then the stress could meddle with your job, family life, and health. So let's get started. Number 1. Create self-consciousness. The stresses could be inward or outer. Instead of interior stresses could be squeezing yourself to be that perfectionist partner, spouse, student, employee, or child. Instances of outside stresses incorporate significant life occasions like embracing parenthood, finding your compensation has been cut, or loss of a job, or it could even mean losing of a near and dear one. Now, whatever be the kind of stresses, it is important that you become acquainted with yourself truly well. Comprehend what causes pressure for you. Know your stress triggers, your reaction to those triggers, and perceive the signs so that you can plan something for help yourself before it turns out to be disastrous. Number 2, practice self-consideration. Dealing with yourself genuinely and intellectually will go far towards assisting you with decreasing or oversee pressure. Ensure your requirements are met and you sustain and support your body. Set aside a few minutes for the things that make a difference to you. Allow yourself to rest and unwind. For example, practice self-care by building up a solid, healthy relationship with food and exercise, alongside deciding to be with the perfect individuals who elevate your soul. Number 3, be supple. Figure out how to acknowledge the things that don't generally go by your planned blueprint. Work on being more versatile, relinquishing the things you can't handle, and float along with change. For instance, a sudden clinical cost could prompt chopping down of buying a home decor item, or dropping off a customer agreement may mean eliminating your advertising spending plan in business. Now, in such circumstances, you need to stay calm and sort out another arrangement or make corrections to the old plan than agonizing over the circumstance. Navigating through the circumstance is the key and not remaining stuck in it. Number 4, develop better way of living. Do you leave things to the last possible time, or on the other hand overcome it? Well, if your answer is yes, then indeed this is quite possibly the most widely recognized explanation of having a stressful life. The only way to get rid of this stressor is to stop being a procrastinator and start making a plan for the day coordinated by your need. Give yourself practical cutoff times and work your way down the rundown to make a difference. Number 5, figure out how to pause. At the point when you wind up getting pushed, an incredible methodology is to stop before you respond. It takes practice. However, having the option to interruption and notice what's happening is sufficient for you to make a move and either eliminate yourself from an unpleasant circumstance or make a stride back and understand things from with an improved point of view. At that point, you can react to the circumstance such that it is more valuable and positive. Sometimes, simply by settling on particular decisions and expressing no to things could lessen the pressure. So, my dear listeners, I conclude by sharing out that stress is something typically experienced by the vast majority of people representing all age groups. It is best to learn the tricks that keeps it away and helps in improving the overall work-life balance. Alternatively, if you feel discouraged or sad for a long period of time in spite of practicing the above simple basic steps, then you need to look for help from your primary care physician or a psychological wellness coach immediately, since it could be a sign of chronic stress. The earlier you look for treatment, the more prominent the odds of effectively adapting to pressure. So leave a remark beneath and share with me how you deal with your stressful life. I owe you a depth of gratitude for viewing Joyful Arts and Living. Ensure you buy into my channel if you haven't as of now, since I make new recordings consistently. They are about well-being, food, wellness, and health. I would adore you to go along with me for the following one. Hit that subscribe and like button on the screen so that I know you enjoyed this video and realize you couldn't want anything more than to see a greater amount of such recordings later on. I expect you are having a stunning week and anticipate seeing you again next time. Till then, goodbye.